Hi there, this is Dale Byron. I've often thought that the very first poem, even before written language, that was ever uttered was probably something like, ah, just that sound, just that sound. And I would imagine, or in my imagination, that that sound came from either great awe and gratitude, or it came from great loss and grieving. Either way, the work of poetry, since its very beginning, has always been the work of the heart, has always been the work of the heart. In fact, the great poet John Keats once said, "I am certain of nothing but the holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of the imagination." Well, again, I believe that poetry is the work of the heart. I am and will be evolving this podcast and taking some weeks off to do it, but the podcast will return on July 4th and back to our weekly schedule, but with a new name and a kind of new passion and mission. It'll be called Heartwork. Heartwork, poems as inner work for heart and soul. And just as we've done before, I think some words that come to mind with regard to the podcast will be practical, hardworking, healing, insightful, fun, and hopefully inspiring. So that's what we'll be going for. And I heard an expression very recently that said what we need in these times of political difficulty, of ecological difficulty, catastrophe, of great change, is that we need a thinking heart, and a feeling mind. And that's exactly what this heart work that I'm talking about will be about. So again, I hope that you will, you can check out some of there's a number of episodes, many poems. Maybe you missed some of them. You can go back and take a look at those. And then there'll be new episodes with this new format starting on July 4th. A couple of other things I wanted to mention is that if I'll be doing a talk in San Francisco at the Fromm Institute. The title of the talk is Poetry versus the World, How Poems Push Back Against Power, Greed, and Disconnection. And I think this is a talk for these times. Have you noticed? And then also I want to say, in terms of future things, that also at the Fromm Institute, I'll be doing an 8-week course in the fall, Poetry as Portal, Rewilding the Human Mind. And again, those workshops, they'll be dedicated to these times of difficulty and challenge and all of the above. If you're interested in either one, then please you can check out the Fromm Institute, their website, and there's information on both the talk and the class. There will be information on the class in about another 3 weeks on their website. So, again, thank you so much for your listening ear over these last 2 years and the episodes that we've been doing. And I hope that you'll stick around and, again, maybe check out some of the older episodes. And then on July 4th, we'll re-emerge in the new format, and for a whole new look at poetry. Thanks so much. Thank you for your listening ears, I always say, and please take good care of yourself, and if you can, someone else.